Who? Okay, so y'all know how they say you be getting blocked when you be trying to do something. Okay, so let's try this again. And so, like I said, this is Nikki Nicole with my message for the day. Today is January 25th. And if you did not know, the planets are aligning. So we are experiencing what they call a planetary parade. And we will have Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn align along with the moon. So like this is a magical time, an important time if you're into astrology to get in alignment. And so I had a message and I'm like, oh, I want to go live with this message and pulling the cards. And this is the first time that I've pulled this many cards. And so I'm down for the message. Like I said, the second time trying to go live to do it. So if you take a look, like I know, and I feel bad because I don't even remember the name of the actual tarot deck that I'm using, but the two decks that you see right here on the screen will be the African American Oracle deck and the Black Lux Archetype deck. And so, like, if you've been following me, you know I've been working primarily with these two decks lately. And then I'm like, oh, I was feeling it, so I definitely pulled 3 of my tarot cards. And so if this message resonate with the blessed beings, so be it. Let me know. Tap in. If not, that's cool. It could just be for me, but I definitely felt like with today being today, like this message was for more than one person. And even just starting with looking at these cards, like you see like up here something coming from her mouth, and then the woman with the book is definitely giving that Erykah Badu vibes. You see the money, someone looks bright and wise with, you know, the crown definitely showing. At the end, shout out to Daphne Thomas. And she is the creator of these cards, and so she definitely put together some dope illustrations, worked with some dope illustrators to do these. And so, like, if you look at that, that's definitely giving the vibes, that candle lighting the way, guidance, like I said. That look, oh my god, like, look at that card, look at the detail in this card. Like, my camera sucks, but it's so pretty. And then she is beautiful as well with the crystals blinking. And so let's get into it. Let's flip and let's see what the message is. And so the first card we have flipped over is the Griot. Then we have the storyteller, which makes sense with that picture. The entrepreneur, that money. Sage. We have the exquisite enchantress, luxury luminary, makes sense. We got the candle, the Lux lover, and the crystal queen. And then out of the tarot deck, we pull in the world card, the emperor card, and then the 10 of swords. Okay, so if we get into it, the first card we had was the Griot. And if you don't know, a griot is a member of a class of traveling, like, storytellers, poets. And so this come out of West Africa. So the griot represents a West African historian. And like, they're usually traveling and, you know, telling stories. And so this card is a keeper of oral tradition and history, using stories to teach and inspire, which is exactly what a griot is. And it asks us, what legacy or history are you preserving, are we preserving and passing down to the future generations? And so then we jump right into the storytellers, one who preserves and shares rich history and traditions. What story from your past or present needs to be told and shared with others? And so right off the bat, like, are you sharing a story? Is there something that you need to share? Something that needs to be told? Your history, past history, keeping traditions or not. Like, what is it that needs to come out? What is it that needs to be shared with others? And then you have the entrepreneur. So it's like, okay, telling a story, sharing your story, leading to the money. So a person who's driven, who creates and manages businesses. And so like what opportunity or resource can you tap into to create abundance? But then right before it, you got basically telling your story. And so then you have the sage, and it's a wise one who provides guidance and insight. So telling your story, like obviously being a historian, that's important. Telling your story, we know that that's important. And it's like it's telling us we need to share something. Then like, are you tapping into the resource to create your abundance? Are you telling your story to create your abundance? And it's obviously gonna create abundance because it's showing that, you know what I'm saying, what wisdom do you have within that is ready to guide others or yourself to the next steps and be shared with others. So it's something that you're supposed to be sharing. It's a story you're supposed to be telling that leads to you creating the abundance that you want. And it is something that it's an insight and it's going to provide guidance to others. So like, are you sharing a story? Are you telling your story? Are you sharing the knowledge, the wisdom that you have? And if so, are you tapping into it in a way, like, are you looking for the opportunities for it to create abundance? Now that could be in money, that could be, you know, in other ways, like don't just think like getting to the bag. Well, obviously it's the entrepreneur card. So it's getting to the bag. So like it's creating abundance financially, spiritually, mentally, like. And then you got, like, I love these decks, the exquisite enchantress. Captivate with your presence and your charm. So in telling your story, you're gonna captivate people. Luminary, you got the luxury luminary. So like you are supposed to be leading with your light and your grace and your influence, which we already had backed up by the Sage card. So the Sage card told us that it's something that is going to inspire and guide others. So the luxury luminary is just reinforcing that. So obviously you're supposed to be saying something. You're supposed to be telling the story. You're supposed to be sharing your wisdom and your insight to get to your abundance. It's going to influence people. You're supposed to be leading people. Deluxe lover, treat yourself to something new. And so when you look, like that's right across from the entrepreneur card. So maybe you're not looking at the opportunities. And so it's telling us right now, like, to do that, to treat yourself to something new, to look at the opportunities and the resources that you have to do something a little differently than what you may have been doing. So if you are sharing your story, maybe you're not, maybe it's time to do that because it's saying treat yourself to something new. But then you had that followed by the Crystal Queen, which is honor the power of your clarity and positive energy. So it's telling you to honor the power that you have. And so if you're honoring the power that you have, that's definitely tapping into like being that wise one who provides that guidance. So if you honoring the power that you have, like, what wisdom are you sharing? Because you have that power. It's telling us, like, honor that power. So, like, are you sharing it? And if you're sharing it, are you looking at the ways in which it can create your abundance? Because telling that story and leaning into the light and the influence that you possess by sharing that story and the wisdom, like, you're going to get to where you want to be. Like, it's going to create that. And you need to honor that. So, like, it's definitely saying to do that. And so, like I said, this is the first time I pulled all 3 decks. So, let's get into it. Because right now, like, somebody, and this can also resonate for me. It does resonate for me. But, like, this is, like I said, January 25th, we're getting into alignment. So, like, I got super excited. Like, like, this is the message. Somebody needs to be sharing their story, sharing their wisdom to get to that next bag. Like, that's how you get to the bag. Like, somebody right now is probably wondering, okay, what's my next step? What's my next move? What am I going to do next? It's time to be talking. It's time to be sharing your story and to make sure you're looking at the ways in which it can create abundance for you, not just sharing the story to share the story. Make sure you're looking at something new and you are honoring yourself. And so if you got wisdom, that it should be creating abundance. And so, like I said, like, you had that money it's money on the table. Literally, it's money on the table. So y'all gotta be tapping into those resources. And so when you look at the world card and the meaning of the world, completion and achievement, and you have like completing financial goals, and you have harmony, and like you just look at like how cute that card is, which is why I'm sorry, I don't know the name of this deck, but I love this deck. Like it's just beautiful, and it's telling you like you basically can have the world, like you can have the achievement and the completion and the fulfillment, like, you know what I'm saying, the gratefulness, like in doing all of this, right? Like in telling your story and using that to create abundance. But you're not just focused on abundance because your story is full of guidance. Oh, I did not mean to turn the camera around, y'all. Let me go back. Your story is full of guidance that you need to honor by sharing, because it's going to influence other people. It's going to be a light to lead people. And so, you know, we can pull that back into January 25th, being in alignment right now, right? We're talking about lifting the vibration of the world. Like everything is changing right now. It's time to share your wisdom so we can continue to lead people, right? And so you look at the emperor. So we're talking about leading people, and then you have the emperor. like that, if that ain't alignment, I don't know what is. Like if your story and your wisdom and your guidance is supposed to be shared so you can lead people, boom, you got the emperor, right? Like you can look at that and tell, like, that's a leader. So we're looking at stability and protection and control and focus and discipline. And so maybe in order to get to that fulfillment and achieving your goals by doing these things, right? By speaking and searching for your opportunities and actually tapping into them to get that abundance through telling your story. Like you got to get disciplined. You got to have focus. And so if you don't have it, you need to start creating that stability. You need to start creating processes and structures and routines after you tap into the resources so that you can get the world, so that you can have that fulfillment you can achieve, because you're supposed to be doing it. Like it's literally like you got it in you. You need to honor it. It's in you. And maybe if you can't see it yet, maybe if it isn't being actualized yet, it's time to take a look at like, okay, are you stable? Are you focused? Are you disciplined? Are you ready to do the things that you need to do when sharing your story? And just sharing your wisdom to get to that abundance, to take advantage of those opportunities that create abundance, right? So to have this, you got to do this. If you don't do this, this is where you end up. And you just look at that. That don't look good at all. Like the Ten of Swords, it don't even look good. I like the colors. Blue is my favorite color. I was attracted to it, but like, damn it, that's 10 swords in a goddamn coffin. Like, if you don't create the structure and the discipline and the processes that you need in order to gain that stability and have that protection and that routine to be disciplined with your money so that you can leverage these opportunities. What'd you say? The pasta. Yeah. Oh, okay. Maybe for dinner. You want pasta for dinner? Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. Y'all know I got kids. All right. So yeah. So in order to get the achievement and the fulfillment and the completion of all of your goals, you got to create that stability and that structure. And if you don't, boom, there you go. That's fucked up. All them swords. And so the 10 of Swords, right? Like, we're talking about breakup, separation, loss of job, dealing with failed investments, being burned out. Like, if you don't create, and it makes sense, right? Like, if you don't have that structure, if you don't have a routine, you're not going to prosper. If you don't, what they say, if you fail to plan, then you were planning to fail. If you fail to build that structure and that routine, then you ain't gonna get it. These you got opportunities on the table. There are opportunities that you may not see that you need to tap into to create that abundance that you're looking for. Is already in you. It's time to honor it. It's in you. Like, you got the light. You You got the light. You got the light. You got the gift. It's already there. It probably got something to do with sharing your story. Do you have what it takes? Do you have the structure, the routine to create the protection to keep it going? Because if not, if you ain't protected, then look what you got coming. Like, you want to get to that bag, you want to get to that money, you want to get to that money. And I'm going to flip these cards back over because the images might resonate better for some people. You want to create that abundance? You want to be in the next place, the next phase, the next step? You got it. You got to look for it. Like, you got to find them opportunities. They already there. You just got to realize them. You already got the light. You just need to honor that. Like, look at that card. Like, yeah, you might not be a girl, so like, okay, you might not see yourself in that card, but like, it's time to honor it. Like, honor what's already within you. And the best way to honor yourself, creating that structure, creating that routine, finding the balance and the discipline. Because the world is yours. I always say, like, the world is ours. You know that Tony Montana shit. The world is ours. And if you look at it like, like I said, the cards, the images might resonate more. And so the griot, the person that's traveling and saying, so like, maybe you feel like you're stagnant. You don't want to be in one place. You're supposed to be in multiple places. You can be in multiple places without even going multiple places now because of how technology works. You're supposed to be sharing and spreading the word, right? Like, your word, the word, a word, your story, something you know, your wisdom. Like, on your Erykah Badu game, like, look at it. Like, you supposed to be out here. You're supposed to be out here sharing something. And it's your wisdom. And it's going to lead people. It's going to create that abundance you look for. It's going to get you to the bag. And then this is already within. You got the light within. Like, you want that luxury. You want to buy out. Like, you can do that by honoring yourself. But do you have the discipline? Do you have the routine? Do you have the structure to get everything you want, to achieve those goals? In order to achieve the goals, you gotta have the discipline and the structure. And if you don't, you're gonna fail. You're gonna fail. When you fail to plan, you planning to fail. And so it's already there, like I said, like, just, and this message deep, like, it resonate with me. I hope it resonate with y'all blessed beings. Like, it is January 25th. Again, like I said, it's all about alignment. Hey, Libra. It's all about alignment. It's all about getting your ish together so that you can elevate, so you can get to that next level. And you already got it within. Everybody, is focusing on external things. And right now is really a time to be concerned. I understand that, we got Trump in office. He's shaking shit up. He causing a lot of doubt and confusion. That's external. What's going on within you? Because no matter who running, quote unquote, the world, who's running you? What's leading and governing you? Because it ain't got nothing to do with what's outside of you. What's out within you. And you got the light within you. Like, that's literally in the center. You got the light within you. You need to create the protection to protect that light. So you end up like that. So you get to that money. Because you got, the world is yours. You got it. And so I hope this message resonates with somebody. It resonated with me. It could have just been for me, but I wanted to definitely share with the beings. I felt moved to share it. Like, right now, somebody else needs to hear this message. You need to tap in to your story. You need to tap into your knowledge. Like, what is it within you that you could be sharing that's supposed to be leading and guiding others, that's going to be an influence to others, that's going to support how you want to be, how you want to show up. It's going to support the abundance you want to create. It's going to support you treating yourself to something new. And it's aligned with you doing something new, so that you can get what you deserve, which is everything, which is the world, the success, the fulfillment. And when I say that, I don't mean it materialistically. So I do want to clarify, like, this is fulfillment and achieving goals and dreams, not necessarily monetary gains. Although one of those goals and dreams is monetary then it's yours. So it's monetary, you getting it. But whatever you're looking for, whatever you seek, whatever you want to complete, that's already within you. If you get that structure and that discipline and that routine, like you got it. And if not, like, like this part's cute, but it's cute when telling you what's gonna happen if you don't do it. And that's definitely a message for me, right? Like, if I'm getting my shit together, this is gonna happen. It is gonna be lost. It is loss of job, loss of investment, breakup, separation, burnout. That's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get burnt out if you ain't got a structured routine to keep you focused, keep you stable, and keep you rested. You're gonna get burnt out. So yeah, so like I said, I hope that resonated with y'all on this very, very special day. So like I said, at the very least, you ain't gotta be in Australia, but go check out the sky tonight. Like I said, we're talking about all of these planets, and this is supposed to be a once in a lifetime event. Like I said, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, and Moon are all aligning today. They're going to be in alignment. So take the time out to manifest. Take the time out to focus on your goals. Take the time out to think about those things that you want. And really start thinking about what you got. Yeah, blue is our color. Thinking about what you got, like, inside of you that you can share that's supposed to be leveraged as a way to lead people and influence people. That's supposed to help people learn. And so, like, we are trying to get to that next level. We are trying to step up. And so, tap in, look within yourself as you already got it. And then look, make sure you are really reevaluating what's around you, because the abundance is there. You have the opportunities. Are you using them right? Are you leveraging your knowledge and your voice in the right way to create that abundance? So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna leave again before I start talking again. I hope this resonated. And this message is